Entertainment Racing Series, and we are live from America's great race place, Indianapolis Raceway Park in Claremont, Indiana, for the Indiana Supermod Challenge Regional Tour Grand Finale here. It's the fifth race of this regional tour throughout the great Hoosier State. And tonight I'll be bringing you the broadcast. My name is Bob Gamer. Kevin Timmons is going to be up at Baldwinsville, New York, spinning the knobs and turning the dials and trying not to pull his hair out. We hope that you'll enjoy the broadcast here from IRP. And let us know where you're tuned in and following from here tonight. And tell us who your favorite Supers racer is so we can give you a super shout out on the air. You know, the Indianapolis Raceway Park is a multi-use facility in Claremont, Indiana. Now in Brownsburg, Indiana, they've annexed it. But it's been just a fantastic place to go see sprint cars, super modifieds, champ cars, stock cars, you name it. And we hope that you'll be able to get down there someday. The Indiana Supermod Challenge, getting ready to roll. Feature race number 1 on the grid and ready to rock and roll. On the pole, number 3 of Brad Kieser. Next door to him, the 22 of Zach Sears. Sears in the 22. And on the inside of row number 2, it's the 25 of Bob Gangler. And starting next to him will be the 13 of Ryan Kalunin. Inside row number 3, the number 12 of Anthony Corsiniti out of North Syracuse, New York. And in the 6th starting position, your most recent winner and your current reigning champion, it's Dave O. Dave O out of Union, Connecticut. Looking now down through the guys who didn't make it into the Super 6 of the BMK Logistics Fast Car Dash, which was won by Kieser. That's what gave him the pole starting position. Qualifying as 7th quick tonight, the 168 of rookie Daniel Nans. And next to him, the 08 out of Goshen, Indiana, Danny Ray. Inside row number 5 will be the 14 of Bob Haydock. And right next door to him from Wyoming, Michigan, it's Gary Waldron. Waldron in the 10. Rounding out the field in the number 42, the oldest driver in the field, 79-year-old Carl Bonsai Becker in the Dowker Titanium Roadster out of Lansing, Michigan. When you look at the reigning Indiana Supermod Challenge champion, it's Dave O. He is your reigning Indiana Supermod Challenge champion. He leads the Indiana Supermod Challenge point standings over Brad Kieser, 241 to 229. So a doubleheader here tonight. It's anybody's race. It's up in the air. Kieser and O, both winners of the Indiana Supermod Challenge. And we will see how things go here tonight for those two. Also, former Indiana Supermod Challenge winners Bob Gangwer in the field, and a former IRP winner, Gary Waldron, here tonight as well. When it comes to all-time IRP feature wins, Miles Maxon has the most at 6. That's how that rolls. Maxon also the most Indiana Supermod Challenge championships at 6. Ray Sand Jr., Rob Warren right behind them with 3. Then it's 1 apiece for Bob Gangwer, Real Super Modified Racer Randy Ritzkes, Steve Callahan, Brad Kieser, and Dave O. That's our history here at IRP, and it's a pretty good one. Lots of great racing action here. Last year's Wing Show took 17 minutes and 51 seconds, 2 cautions. The last 29 laps were green. We're getting ready to go with our first 50-lapper of the Hoosier doubleheader here tonight at Indianapolis Raceway Park. We're so glad you could join us for this broadcast. And trouble for Bob Haydock is he got disqualified for some reason out there. We're trying to see exactly what's going on. Try to get him back into the game. Sometimes the old R-Factor game is a little bit quirky out there. Hey, if you get a chance, stop by supers.net and learn about... hey, there's James East, our good buddy, in tonight. Let's go Supers and Bobby G. Well, thanks. There's Slim Jim 355. Glad to have you in, James. And we'll see how things turn out here at America's Great Race Place, man. Also, home of the U.S. Nationals drag strip right behind the front stretch here at IRP. And, of course, part of the road course also out there. Back in the day, the Indy cars raced here at IRP. Stop by supers.net and learn a little bit more about the real Supermodifieds. Last time the Supers ran down here, I think it was 2020 with the Midwest Supermodified Series. And super fast racing down here for these guys. Get along pretty good. You can go back on our YouTube channel and you can see some videos from Indianapolis Raceway Park from the last time that the Supermodifieds were down here, as well as the very important 1994 exhibition race that essentially gave rise to the 1995 East versus West shootout at Indianapolis Raceway Park. It was the best racers of the West Coast meeting the best racers of the East Coast from the International Supermodified Association, Sandusky Speedway, Star Speedway, Madera Speedway, the SRL, the WSMRA. It was a fantastic place. The ERA out of Colorado, you name it, they were there. And it was the forerunner of the 2007 East West shootout that was held at Concord Motor Speedway in North Carolina. So a lot of great history here at IRP. And, of course, the home of ESPN's Thursday Night Thunder. Bringing it back this year with the 500 Sprint Tour. Non-wing sprint cars going to be competing down there. You don't want to miss that. Field rolling here for our first 50-lapper of the night. Brad Keyser in the black and pink, number 3 on the pole. Right next door to him, Zach Sears. Couple of former rookies of the year. Gangwar inside row number 2. Ryan Clunan, another rookie of the year in the Simability Machine, that bright yellow and red car. And then behind those two in the third row, it's Anthony Corsiniti and the teesforecast.com. Baby Blue Dust Bunny back there, the Quiet Storm next to him, your reigning champion, Dave O. Here they come, get ready for the green flag flies. We're racing in Indianapolis, and Keyser with the jump right away. Gangwar following through. Good off of turn 2, and here comes Sears back in the hammer hard. Dave O already up to third on the outside. Flies by Gangwar. And those top 3 are already pulling away. Got a pack of 3, and then another pack of 3. Sears slides high. Here comes O-Low off of turn 2. Look out. A little wheel banging there. And O gets the pass done, and Keyser slides way up the track down in 1. He recovers, and he keeps going. Gangwar and Corsiniti battling for 4th right now with Clunan right there. Top 3 about a half a straightaway ahead of the second group of cars. And Keyser pulling away from Dave O. Corsiniti, Gangwar included, battling for 4th on the racetrack right now. They're nose to tail, and they're super modified. Top 3 got a pretty good gap in between each car. The battle on the racetrack for 4th between Gangwar in the black car, Corsiniti in the Baby Blue Dust Bunny, and Clunan in the Simability number 13. Good racing action here at IRP, the ultimate short track race car. Corsiniti gets a little loose at lap. Gives Gangler a little breather room, and Clunan gets by. Top three have checked out. Keyser with the lead. Trying to gain some points on O in the Indiana Supermod Championship. About 10 points behind 11.9. And whoever wins that championship gets 10 bonus points. Those two are going at it in the overall season championship for the Supers Goldcrest division. Dave-O right to the rear nerve bar. Keyser struggles to get around the lap car of Carl Becker. 14 laps into this 50 lap here at IRP. Keyser is your leader. Brad Keyser out of Liverpool, New York in the Chasing Cameras number 3. Clunan putting the pressure on Gangler now for 4th. You're just tuned in. This is the Super Modified Ultimate Pavement Racing Series Indiana Supermod Challenge here at Indianapolis Raceway Park, the 19th edition of this great Hoosier Classic. Your leader, Brad Keyser out of Liverpool, New York. Dave-O in second out of Connecticut. Third place belongs to the Buckeyes. Zach Sears in the 22. Clunan goes to the outside again. We're off of turn 4. They race down into turn number 1 on lap number 19 as they're coming up on the lap car, Carl Becker. Side by side into turn 3. Clunan hanging high, wide, and handsome off of turn 4. Gang, we're trying to hang on to the bottom side. Still side by side as Clunan gets the pass done. Closes the door down into turn 1. Moves into 4th place. Ryan Clunan with a great job working the outside here at Indianapolis Raceway Park. And oh man, that was close. Carl Becker bounces it off the wall, and Clunan almost saw a disaster happen right in front of him. Well, up front, it's still Brad Keyser with the lead. Dave-O in second. Zach Sears runs third. Caution on the racetrack. First one of the night. It's a big one in turn number 3. Big one. It looks like Bob Hayduck, wheels flying all over. Hayduck drops the stick on lap 24 here in this 50 lapper. First caution of the night, and Danny Ray also involved. Hayduck and Ray, a big one in turn number 3. And the first slowage of the night here at Indianapolis Raceway Park, and it comes on lap number 24. Danny Ray, and there you see, courtesy of Hairbank Studios Instant Replay. Looks like Danny Ray gets around Bob Hayduck, no room to go. And the '08 spins out and collects Bob Hayduck. The two green cars, you know, they say green's bad luck, and I think it just proved a point right there. Geezer's lead disappears. 24 laps. White flag's out. We'll be going green flag racing. Super modified style here at Indianapolis Raceway Park. Brad Keyser, your leader out of Liverpool, New York, in the Chasing Cameras BMK Logistics number 3. And Dave O, what does he have on the restart? We're going to see just a couple of seconds as they're holding them down. Wait for that green flag. Green flag flies. We're back to racing at IRP, and look at this. Nose to tail, the top 6. Good restart. Top 3 stayed nose to tail. Clunan starting to pull away from Gang. We're now in 4th. He wants to latch on to that threesome. Now the top 2 have started to pull away from Sears. Does Clunan have enough time to reach Sears? He's trying, boy. He's really stretching away from Gangwer and Corsiniti running 5th and 6th. Ironically, those 3 had a pretty tight points battle of their own in the championship standings. Clunan's setting 3rd overall. Gangwer's setting 4th overall. And Corsiniti in the top 5 of the Supers Championship standings. So there's a battle within a battle right now on the racetrack with 20 to go. Daniel Nans, the rookie, tried to get into the mix with Corsiniti and Gangwer. It looks like Gangwer's starting to struggle out there. And Corsiniti putting the pressure on. Daniel Nans, the rookie, feeling racy in the 168 Nans Brothers Racing Machine. Clunan running all by himself in that Simability number 13. Ryan Clunan out of Oswego, New York. Hometown of the legendary Oswego Speedway. Home of the Supermodifieds. Often called Indy of the East. And so many drivers out of the Supermodifieds on to the big track at 16th at Georgetown in Indianapolis, just down the road on 136, where we're at Indianapolis Raceway Park. Twelve to go, 12 laps to go. Next time by the stripe for your leader, Brad Keyser. Continues to hold off Dave O. Real battle on the track is between the 12 of Anthony Corsinini and the 25 of Bob Gangwer. Dave O, fastest lap of the race right there with a 15.681. That is flat TM pack Black Beauty Roadster. Dave O, second place racer. Fast laps trying to get around Brad Keyser. Keyser, O, and Sears have been the top three just about since the start of the race. The laps wind down with 10 to go here at Indianapolis Raceway Park. Brad Keyser, your leader. Oh, trying to keep him honest. Dave O working and gets by Brad Keyser. Dave O takes the lead. What a pass. Keyser back under him for the lead. And they're going to be coming up on this battle for fifth position between Gangwer, Corsinini, and Nans. Two to go, this time by the stripe for the top two, and they've got a battle on their hands for the win. White flag next lap. Does Dave O have enough to get back by Keyser? He showed him a wheel. White flag's out, and here they come. Here they come off of turn 4. Keyser and O side by side in the stripe. It's going to be Keyser for the win. And what a race. And Brad Keyser, your winner here tonight in a side-by-side photo finish at Indianapolis Raceway Park. What a run for the driver out of Liverpool, New York, holding off the reigning champion, Dave O. And here he comes into that famed Victory Square here at Indianapolis Raceway Park. Brad Keyser. Bringing it in. And boy, he is going to be happy to pull off the win here as he won the non-wing race last year. Now he's got the wing show up, and that is going to help him. There he is at Victory Square here at Indianapolis Raceway Park. Brad Keyser, he was your fast qualifier tonight. That added some points for sure. We'll tally him up because the next race is going to be started inverted on those points. What a finish there. Boy, Dave O really threw it at Keyser. We're going to talk to your winner, Brad Keyser, and see what he has to say about that win. What a run. What a run by Brad Keyser here tonight. Brad Keyser, congratulations. Victory Square here at the famed Indianapolis Raceway Park. It was one whale of a show. Had a pretty good lead most of the race, and then, man, flip-flop back and forth, and then able to hold off Dave O at the end. If you had any more laps to go, do you think you could have held on for that win?
Oh, yeah, thanks, Bob. First, thanks to First Fit Server, Breeze Graphics, Herrick Studio, Icing's on top, most importantly. Our thoughts and prayers are out with Keith and his family for sad news this week. But, yeah, the car was really, really good. I had two bobbles. I got caught up on a lap car early in the race and lost a huge lead. And then I hit the rumbles down in one, lost the momentum and speed. And then I had a huge run on Dave, and I think he knew it. So I don't know if he was giving it back, but I had such a monster run on him that when we got down to the one, I was already putting the tires down there. So obviously he was going to be respectful on that one. But yeah, that car was dialed in. I mean, it was fast. I don't really think Dave had much for me. He had a damaged front wing early on, so it was a real good car, and he kept it clean and had a good run. Again, just fun night. Thankfully to be here, and with again, just thinking about Keith and Cindy and the family there.
Brad, congratulations! What a run, man! What do you got now in the non-wing Supermodified, where you won here last year? This was a good run for you tonight in the wing car, and now you gotta try to double up, man. That's some big points if you can do that.
Yeah, that setup is a better setup. I think it's a real good car. I like the way that one runs a little more. But generally, when you beat Dave, he comes back with a little momentum to get you on the next one, and he'll start in front of me here. And problem with the non-wing cars, I don't think that it passes as easily. So I really don't think that I'll be able to get Dave or vice versa. It's just the car itself's a little more on edge, so it's tough to see. So waiting to see.
Well, you're going to go into the final race, not too far behind him in points, just about 6 points back. You got a shot at another Indiana Supermod Challenge Regional Tour Championship. Best of luck to you. Congratulations again on a fantastic run here tonight at IRP.
Thank you, Bob.
Brad Keyser, you're winner of our first 50-lapper. We've got another one coming up here at Indianapolis Raceway Park. But before we do that, we're going to take a quick break, and we invite you to enjoy the music from our house bands during the break. Don't forget to stop by supers.net. Grab some Supers swag, man. We've got some great stuff. Springtime's coming around, and we know you'd love to wear a Supers T-shirt to the racetrack to support injured Supermodified drivers. The Supermodified Ultimate Payment Racing Series, the original Supermodified sim racing sanctions, starting in 2004. Going to be celebrating 20 years next October. Don't go anywhere, folks. You're going to want to watch this non-wing race, because if you thought the wing show was crazy, wait till you see the non-wing card sliding around this big 5/8 here in Indianapolis. You're enjoying live Supermodified sim racing, the finest on the Supers Broadcasting Network.